Hi everyone. So this week we're going to learn about sonnets. So I just thought I would hop on here and make a video for you so you're not super lost. I just want to say disclaimer that G Suite is down. So Google Classroom, Gmail, all those things are currently down, and it's 7:20 right now. So I'm not sure by the time you watch this video if yours will be down. Well, I guess you wouldn't be able to watch this video, but yes, they are currently unavailable. But I just want to say, as far as sonnets go, we have two pretty prominent figures as far as writers for sonnets. So you have Petrarch, Francisco Petrarch. He was the first, I guess, big prominent writer for sonnets or poet. He lived long before Shakespeare, and he loved to write about his love, Laura. Okay, he had a lot of love love poems, and his love, Laura, died from the plague. And typically, when we write sonnets, we write an iambic pentameter, which I won't make you do for your own. But when he had to write Laura in his sonnets, and one were to read them out loud, you'd have to say Laurel to meet the meter, which is kind of interesting. Our other prominent figure for sonnets, it would be William Shakespeare. Now, William Shakespeare had over 150 published sonnets. They were published in 1609, and I'm not sure if those were meant to be publicized or not, if they were supposed to remain private, but he did have over 150 sonnets, which is pretty crazy. So this is kind of leading us into when we do read Shakespeare. And if you read enough Shakespearean sonnets, you will kind of replicate that iambic pentameter. Now, the rhyme scheme for these sonnets is A, B, A, B, C, D, C, D, E, F, E, F, G, G. Now that last GG is your rhymed couplet. So if you have bat, you could say bat, fat, cat, sat, anything that rhymes. But that AB, if you have bat, and then your next word is visit, you would have bat, visit, sat, and something that rhymes with visit. Okay, because you need to replicate the AB at the end of that line. So sort of what we did with the ballad, because your second and your fourth lines rhyme, but you need to make sure you're replicating this rhyme scheme. Now it's typically more popular in poetry. With contemporary poetry, we see free verse. It's very popular. Sonnets are very structured. They did not leave that structure, and they followed a very, very rhythmic pattern. One of the most prominent poems, and I'm going to go over it with you, was Petrarch's Sonnet 262. So this would predate Shakespeare, and it's writing in memory of his love, Laura. And I have it somewhere, I thought. I'll have to pull it up here. Sorry, I just realized I got cut off in this video. But anyways, because Google's down, I couldn't Google the poem. So we're going to go over Elizabeth Barrett Browning's How Do I Love Thee. So interestingly, I really like Elizabeth Barrett Browning because her and her husband were secret lovers. Her parents didn't like her and her husband to communicate really because they wanted her to marry someone else. So there are over 500 letters between her and her husband, and eventually this poem is a sort of a declaration of her love to him. And if you're interested in this at all, you can kind of look into it. But she runs away and they get married anyways. So here is her poem, How Do I Love Thee? How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love thee to the depth and breadth and height. My soul can reach when feeling out of sight for the ends of being an ideal grace. I love thee to the level of everyday's most quiet need by sun and candlelight. I love thee freely as men strive for right. I love thee purely as they turn from praise. I love thee with the passion put to use in my old griefs and with my childhood's faith. I love thee with the love I seem to lose with my lost saints. I love thee with the breath, smiles, tears of all my life. And if God choose, I shall but love thee better after death. So this is really her final declaration of her love. And this is a very popular poem. So at this point, we know she officially loves her husband. And you can kind of see this replicated rhyme scheme. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. So that would be A for ways. I love thee to the depth and breadth and height. Why is that? Okay, I don't care that I'm being signed out. Google, I know. Hold on, let me pause this. Okay, so I am going to just write your assignment on this new notes thing because it's logging me out of my Google Slides now because Google's down. So your assignment is to write your own sonnet. It needs to be 14 lines and have a replicated, sorry, it keeps knocking me off, replicated rhyme scheme. Okay, there we go, I'm sorry. C, D, C, D, E, F, E, F, G, G. If you have questions, you can try to email me. I know this is not an ideal day, but there's your assignment. I'm going to try to get it posted as soon as Gmail opens up or Google Classroom opens up, and I will try to push this out onto YouTube. Have a wonderful day, and I will try to get in touch with you.